Hey, second graders. Today is Friday, May 14th, 2020. Oh, it's May 15th. I'm sorry, friends. It's Friday, May 15th, 2020. And we are on day 5 in our packet. Let's take a look at our Unlock the Problem. Sally got an Apple Watch and started counting her steps. In the first hour, she walked 43 steps. The next hour, she walked 48 steps. How many steps did she walk in the first 2 hours? So, what do we know and what is important? Well, we know that in the first hour, Sally walked 43 steps. And then in the next hour, she walked 48 steps. So we know that she walked 43 and 48 steps. Add this to your first box. When you're done, come back. What are we trying to find? What is the question? We're trying to find out how many steps she walked in the first 2 hours. Write that here and then come back. What is the unit? The unit is steps. We are counting her steps. What strategy will we use to solve this problem? Or how will we use the information to solve this problem? Well, in this case, we need to add. You can add any way that you would like. But the operation we are going to do is addition. Make sure you write the word add there. And then tell us, what strategy will you use? Will you use a hundreds, tens, ones chart? Will you use a number line? Will you add vertically? Fill us in. How will you decide to solve it? Now it's time to solve. So you need to add 43 plus 48. You will need to regroup because 8 plus 3 makes more than 10. Once you've gotten your answer, come down here and answer in a complete sentence. Sally walked blank steps. Make sure it's a complete sentence. Once you're done, take a picture and send it to your teacher. We can't wait to see your work. Now we're going to play a little fluency game. How can we make this amount of money with the least amount of coins? Remember, least means smallest number. Let's take a look first at 56 cents. We don't want to use many coins. Quarters are the coins with the largest value. So let's see if we can make 56 cents using mostly quarters. 1 quarter is worth 25 cents. Another quarter is worth 50 cents. 25 and 25 is 50. So we got our tens place. How can we get to 6 ones? First, let's start with a nickel. A nickel is worth 5 cents. We still need to get one more, so we'll move to a penny and we'll get 1 cent. You can make 56 cents using 4 coins. we get to 29 cents? Let's start with a quarter again. A quarter is worth 25 cents. How many more, or how much more, do we need to get to 29? What's the difference between 25 and 29? 4 cents. A dime is worth 10 cents, so that won't work. A nickel is worth 5 cents, so that won't work. So we need to use pennies. Now we have 26 cents, 27 cents, 28 cents, 29 cents. To get to 29 cents, we needed to use 5 coins. Let's move on. Let's play a game called More and Less with the number 761. What is 100 more than 761? We're only changing the hundreds first. 100 more than 761 is 861. We only change the hundreds. What is 10 less than 761? We're only changing the tens. 10 less becomes 751. What is 100 less than 761? 100 less becomes 661. And finally, what is 10 more than 761? 771. Good job, second graders. All right, let's practice our addition now using a hundreds, tens, ones chart. Remember, we need to put these in order so that adding becomes easier for us. So first, we need to line these numbers up vertically to solve. I'm going to put 4 in the hundreds, 7 in the tens, and 1 in the ones. Then I'm going to do 2 in the hundreds, 3 in the tens, and 9 in the ones. Now I have set this problem up vertically. If you still want to make a model to solve, you may. Today, we're just going to practice adding vertically. We always start with the ones. I'm going to change colors. 1 plus 9 is 10. Uh-oh. If we make a new 10, that means we actually have 0 left in the ones. And our 1 10 comes over into our 10 columns. Now we need to add the tens. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Here we have 1 in the tens, but we know that 11 tens means that we've actually added a new 100. And so we add that 100 over here. Remember, it doesn't matter where you add your regrouping as long as it's in the right column. Let's add our hundreds. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 2 is 7. see how we added together? We did this without using a visual model. We're going to do that on the next slide. But you can see how by moving our regrouped numbers over in a 110s ones chart, we're able to keep everything organized, which makes adding so much easier. This time, we're going to use our hundreds, tens, ones chart in a visual way. We're going to do this by making a model with blocks. We have 2 hundreds, 9 tens, and 9 ones. Then we have 100, 9 tens, and 8 ones. This is still done in a vertical way because our ones are still together, our tens are still together, and our hundreds are still together. But now, when we regroup, it will be easier for us to see how to regroup. Let's take a look. In our ones, we need to add them together. We have more than 10 ones, so we will need to regroup. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I circle them and I move my new 10 over into the tens place. I still have some ones left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 ones left over. Now let's do tens. With the tens, we have way more than 10 tens. Let's add them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I circle my new group and it becomes 100. So I move it over here. I still have some tens left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 tens. And now how many hundreds do I have? I have 4 hundreds. No need to regroup. Friends, you can use the visual model or you can use the vertical way to add these big numbers. Do what works best for you. Your work today is going to be using in vertical forms. And you can draw chips or hundreds blocks on the place value chart. The important part is that you are bundling. There are just 3 addition problems here. Make sure that you send pictures of your work to your teacher so we can see the amazing way your brain is working. Have a happy Friday, friends.